battle has just begun!
Hey, it's time for a super spooky, Halloween RobotnikisSexy Wi-Fi battle with my dear old friend, TWG, also known as that. Also, I was gonna say that guy with the glasses, but that was that site doesn't exist anymore. TehWrongGuy, that's what he is. So this is a fun Halloween match. We got a lot of ghost and dark types here. Amazingly, we did not bring. We only bring one Pokemon in common. I was expecting a lot of repeat Pokemon, but it's kind of nice to just see a little variety. So I'm gonna lead off with Sableye because I see that spooky spider guy, and I don't want sticky webs up. Although, interestingly, if he fell for the extremely stupid brain dead magic bounce turn 1 thing, and I got my own sticky webs, his Bisharp would have got a lot of extra attack, and he probably would have swept me with Bisharp. So that is interesting. But what happens instead? I'm gonna use my turn 1 Prankster to Will-O-Wisp while Mega Evolving at the same time. Pretty cool. Only Sableye stuff right there. And then just kind of recover spam until his health is low enough to a point that I think Foul Play will take it out. He misses one of his Thunders, which is really unfortunate. I think it was the one that just the previous turn. So he hits this one, does a clean 50%, and now I'm going to take him out with the Foul Play, and that is just great. That's an early lead, although Mega Sableye, unless you EV train it all in one defense or all in the other defense stat, it really doesn't take hits as well as you would expect it. Now that particular that particular Pokemon is a Pokemon that I trained when Dream World was brand new in Black and White. It was a Sableye that I EV trained and raised up myself, and it's kind of a mixed train thing. But anyway, I'm just gonna throw Waluigi right in front of a Choice Specs Draco Meteor. Now this Drapion that I'm having, that I have on my team right here, or I used to, it's dead now, it's a grease stain currently, but it is an Assault Vest, 4 attacks, Drapion. It had Fell Stinger too. I really wanted to use Fell Stinger to get like a free +2, even though it's like a really shitty attack, and it is not used by anyone, but it would have been nice. Anyway, Pangoro is gonna threaten out his guy. He goes into his pumpkin. I hit it with my scrappy fighting move, and then he just, you know, it's good. So anyway, to the present, or it isn't the present anymore. I'm a little behind on the narration here. I live that attack from Gengar. By the way, props to TWG doubling out into Gengar. He caught me with my pants down. Now I'm going to have to do something very tricky. I am going to have to send out my Woody, the Tree Lord, and then switch out again and double into Pangoro, trying to bait him into going Shadow Ball, because I know I can take Shadow Ball really well. Unfortunately, he goes Sludge Bomb, and it does a crap load, and I get poisoned. And this sucks because Pangoro kind of does a number to his team. He wouldn't have liked Pangoro very much at all. Now, I decided to leave in Ninja Panda as Death Fodder because I don't want him to set up for free a Sword Dance or Stealth Rocks or anything like that. And it would have been nice to just hit him, break a potential sash. As I send out my Hydreigon here, this is my own Hydreigon. Go for the Fire Blast. Thankfully it connects, and it reveals the Focus Sash, so that is unfortunate, but it's okay. It's alright. Sucker Punch did the job and took out Pangoro. And now he's going to knock off my Scarf and hit me with Sucker Punch. And that is just a little nasty. Now I'm going to go for a U-turn here. Normally, finishing off a Pokemon with U-turn is not a very good idea. But this is an exception. Because I want him to go into his Hydreigon. Because his Hydreigon is... he's easily the biggest threat. And judging on its damage before, I'm thinking it's like probably modest, definitely choice specs. If it is modest, then I should be able to outspeed it and revenge it nicely with my naive-natured Hydreigon, which is... very, very clearly my win condition, so I'm just keeping him in the back there. I go Protect, just as I wanted, and it reveals the move he is locking himself into, which is Dark Pulse. And so now, unfortunately, it's time to Death Fodder, Sableye, that's fine, and now I go into my own Hydreigon. Nothing really wants to take a Draco, except, oh, he has an Umbreon. I didn't write down his team when I had this battle. It was a bit of a casual battle. I think I probably would have played it the same, though. But yeah, Pangoro would have definitely knocked around Umbreon real well, and that would have been fun. But we can't have nice things, and I have to get rid of Pangoro early. However, now that I don't have an item on my Hydreigon, I am free to U-turn, and because I am naive-natured, and I think I actually have some IVs in attack as well. That U-turn does about as much as Draco, which is kind of shocking to me, but that's cool. So now he's gonna go for Wish. What other move is an Umbreon gonna use, folks? Like, that's pretty much the name of the game. Now he goes Baton Pass here. He did tell me in chat that he accidentally brought the wrong Umbreon, but I'm not really sure how that would have affected the match, since I do have that delicious Ghost Curse to hit Umbreon with, and it goes through Protect, and it's just wonderful and sexy and marvelous, and probably still my favorite move in the game. It's a wonderful move. It is fantastic. Wonderful memories playing Black and White 1 and 2 with Dusclops, using Curse. And Dusclops with Eviolite is so goddamn bulky that you can't really knock him out from full health unless it's like super effective, so then he gets the pain split off, and it's just a really good time. But I didn't bring Dusclops, I brought the Trevenant, because it is the most topical Pokemon of this generation. Now, I'm gonna miss Draco here. This is potentially some foreshadowing here, because if I miss Draco versus his Hydreigon, it is over. I am dead. So, let's hit our Dracos, please. Can we do that? So he's going to get some extra damage with Leech Seed. I actually wanted to hard switch out, fearing some kind of Protect, but I go U-turn instead. And it benefits me greatly because he does switch out. And that means that I can get some extra damage on Raven here and go into my Choice Specs Shiny Chandelure and get some nice damage on it with a Choice Specs Flamethrower. Unfortunately, Chandelure is going to be slower than Hydreigon, even a modest one, so I will not be able to finish out the game with Chandelure, and it is just going to get a nice little revenge kill against Umbreon, which is nice. It's cool to get Umbreon out of the way. So, super cool looking shiny Chandelure with those purple haunted eyes, taken down, burning alive, this little dog thing, which is Umbreon. And now Hydreigon is out. Hydreigon is out. He chooses to lock himself into Dark Pulse. That is perfectly fine. I am going to respond thusly, going into my own Hydreigon, of course. Now, he doesn't want to take a Draco quite yet, so this will allow me to get a free hit on his other Pokemon. He only has 2 left. It's Pumpkaboo, and because it was weakened with the curse damage, it's definitely going to go down to a Draco Meteor, which is great. Yeah. Fantastic, 100% A+, 10 out of 10 narration right there with all of the uhs that I have. Now, oh fuck, there it is again. No, fuck, I did it again. I have to Death Otter Woody. I have to, because well, yes, I don't know whether he is a speed nature or not. It is very much a coin flip right now. If he wins a speed tie, if he somehow is timid or naive and wins the speed tie and hits me, then it's curtains for me. Thankfully, he is modest, as he confirmed afterwards when the battle was over. He was modest, and I hit the Draco, and that is a spine-tingling, very spooky match. And I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe. RobotnikIsSexy out, baby!